right. Welcome to the Great Give.
Morning.
Good morning. I'm so excited to be doing this. Hey, Natasha Smith.
Hi, how are you? Happy Great Give.
Happy Great Give. So, I'm repping my peoples today. I got the Arts Council because I'm a board member and Long Wharf Theater, and I'm repping Planned Parenthood and Common Ground.
So. Good. I'm so excited for all of them. So I hope everyone shows up for them today.
All right, so tell us about what the Great Give is all about. Tell us. We know, but tell us for those who don't know.
Yes, so the Great Give is back for its 11th year, and it's a 36-hour giving event between today, May 5th and May 6th. And last year we raised $1.8 million for our nonprofits, and we're hoping to get more this year. We're hoping for 2 this year. There's been some changes due to, these unprecedented times with COVID-19 and everything like that. So this year's theme is going to be coming together while we're apart, because obviously we're all coming together from our homes this year instead of out doing all the hoopla we usually do every year. But we're hoping the giving event still goes as scheduled online. Everyone participates, and nonprofits really get the money they need, especially during right now.
So, Ratisha, what are people saying on the streets? Because I know you got your ear to the ground. I got my ear to the ground. Because this COVID-19 has turned everybody's life upside down. Everybody. Mm-hmm. And so what you thought you were going to fund this year has, I think, changed.
Yes, it changed. So prior to COVID-19, we were sitting down with the nonprofits and we were getting them prepped and ready and talking about all these awesome events we were going to do, live and in person. And then the whole idea of social distancing came after COVID-19. So we had to kind of all, regroup and brainstorm and get creative on how we were going to engage, Greater New Haven digitally. And I've been getting a lot of different emails, and I've been seeing a lot of different things on social media from the nonprofits and the community foundation included. And I think everyone's figured it out. I've seen different kinds of things, and I think we're going to do well today. I think we're going to actually come together while we're apart, and I think the different nonprofits are going to engage their different bases, and I think the dollars are going to show it later on.
I think so. I mean, I've seen the giving before the Great Give. People stepped up, because it was such an emergency.
Yes.
But I think this will give larger audiences a chance to sort of be much more helpful and purposeful in their giving.
So this year we did open advanced giving a little earlier to give people that opportunity, especially we have a peer-to-peer fundraising opportunity on the GiveGab platform. So if we opened that a little earlier so people could start giving a little earlier. And we're hoping that will help with the final number as well. Also, we, so we're just hoping that shows up.
So you weren't here. You weren't at the Community Foundation when they first began this 11 years ago.
No, I wasn't. I came in 2016, but I've been here and it's unofficial cheerleader, rooting it on ever since.
Oh no, you are a damn good cheerleader for this, really. So what was the original thinking for this Great Give? Like what was the catalyst behind it? Do you have some idea of that?
Well, we were going as planned. I know prior to this, we were thinking about, do we need a tagline? What's our tagline going to be this year? We usually have some cute, witty taglines. And then COVID-19 struck. And then coming together while we are apart, it just felt right. And then also, this year, we're cutting out us as the middleman. The money is going directly to nonprofits. So nonprofits will get their money faster because, right now we need nonprofits doing what they do in the community to help our, the community that's really struggling right now during this pandemic.
Wow. Okay. So the Community Foundation feels like this is the right direction to move with this kind of thing, right?
Yeah, we brainstormed about it. A lot of events have been being canceled and things like this, but we really see there's a need for our nonprofits, as there always is, but especially now more than ever. So we decided to go forward with it.
So, Ratasha, as this is happening, does the community foundation have to think about this moving forward as part of a contingency plan for how to do this?
I think, well, I don't know if much has changed on the platform. I mean, it's always been an online giving event. So I don't know if much has changed on that area, except with how the money comes out. I'm sure they'll brainstorm on that moving forward. I think
Okay.
we're going to still do well. I mean, I miss the events that happen around it. I miss going.
Yeah.
I miss being in the radio station in person. I miss the happy hours and things like that, and that's not the same. But I'm excited to see some of the digital events that will pop up throughout the 36 hours, and we're gonna see. I'm optimistic. I'm excited. I think we're going to do even better than last year. So even with these unprecedented circumstances, I think our community is going to show up today. And
I see somebody else. Is somebody else in here too, or Harry? Is that? Hi, Tammy Jackson. Is she with you, Ratasha? Is she hanging out?
I haven't met Tammy.
No, I was just being prepared.
Pardon?
Sorry, I just jumped on the link to see what was happening. So I'm just saying hello.
Oh, hi.
Happy Great Give.
Thanks. So I love that more now than any other time, people have embraced this digital life. And the Community Foundation has really sort of, like a lot of other organizations, have just sort of made this digital platform their home. And I think, this is a nice bridge between us old dogs and you millennials.
I've never spent this much time in front of a computer, even as a millennial. My fingers are done. I think that in the house, I actually work more. And, we're teaching and stuff too. So it's a lot, but
I think you're right. I think I've had more meetings in this last 6 weeks than I had all year.
Yes. But it's nice to have that human contact and come together.
So what do you want people to feel safe about around the way all this is rolling out? Because you're not doing all the big fluffy pieces that y'all normally would do. This is very different, and it is very apart. So what do you want people to know about the continuum of same commitment to the community, same, just on a different platform or an expanded platform?
How we're connecting is different, but the need for the community is the same. The nonprofits need you, your community need you. And I urge everyone to go to www.thegreatgive.org and scroll through our nearly almost 400 nonprofits and choose a nonprofit they're familiar with and donate to them. And then maybe choose a nonprofit that they're not so familiar with, but maybe in an issue area they support and just give. We see the need out there. We see, people needing food. We see people giving out masks. We see all kinds of things. We know the need is there. So again, now more than ever, it's important to participate in the Great Give. Every year, our community shows up, but we really need you this year. And I think it's apparent if you watch the news.
So Ratasha, how do the nonprofits get involved with the Community Foundation? Do they apply? Do they throw a hat in the ring? Is it a beauty contest? What happens? Is there some talent?
We have our platform, givegreater.org, and a lot of the nonprofits, I believe they're rolled over from there. Or we also send out a lot of messaging to different nonprofits that we connect with throughout the year, inviting them to apply to the Great. Well, it's not really an application process. They just have to register. It's more of a registration. Register for the Great Give, and they get on the GiveGab platform and jazz it up with all their fun and exciting things. Their pictures, and they tell us their story and why we should really give to them and what they're trying to raise money for. So with that, after that, you'll talk to Jackie Downing later. She is really our champion of the Great Give, and she and Stephanie Chung, they talk back and forth with the nonprofits and get them ready for this giving event.
Do you have a cutoff for the number of nonprofits, or it's just like First
No,
come, first
if you
serve?
get it in before the date, we're welcome.
Okay.
We'll welcome you. The Great Give specifically is you can give to our nonprofits throughout the year using the Give Greater platform. But what makes the Great Give different, you have matching incentives. We have a lot of great sponsors like Liberty Bank, Bank of America. This year we have 2 new sponsors. We have the New Alliance Foundation, the Progreso Latino Fund, and they really come together and make the incentivize giving on the Great Give.
So let's see. How much money did y'all give away last year?
We raised $1.8 million. So I think we can do $2 million this year.
Now, was that the highest? Because that was the highest.
Yes, that was our greatest Great Give. So this year, I still think we're going to top it.
If you're out there stomping these streets, I know you'll top it. So what do people use this money for? What do nonprofits use this money for? Do you know?
Well, it's all over the place. Some people have our arts organizations, so they're going to use it for their different programming. Some are going to give out different food. So it's mostly all their programming, and depending on, what the nonprofit, focus their issue area is. So it's programming. It might be giving out food. It might, whatever it is, it's all to help support our community. So you can check on www.thegreatgive.org, and you can break it down in issue area, and you can see the different things the money will go to. You can also read their story, and they actually might tell you on the different pages on the platform. So you can learn more about that specifically on the website.
Hey, Jackie Downing.
Hey, Babs, how you doing?
I'm good today.
Hi, Ratasha. Good morning, everyone.
Oh, y'all are bad. Y'all got a little relay team going on.
Well, it takes a team. When you're dealing with 398 nonprofits and 20,000 donors, it takes a team.
Yes. So, Jackie Downing, you've been in this game a long time. And you and I both been in these streets a long time. I don't think we've ever seen anything like this COVID-19 in our lives.
No.
How has this changed how you do what you do over there at the Community Foundation for Greater New Haven?
Well, I have to tell you that I was on a national call with the American Red Cross, and their executive director gave the greatest phrase that I think I've heard anyone say in this whole thing about working in this environment. And he said, "We have not changed the mission we do, we've changed the way we do our mission."
Wow, that's pretty powerful.
Yeah. And, so that's what I've been living these 7 weeks here in my house with Gigi, our mascot.
I love it.
Yeah, our mission has always been to reach out to everyone, to offer resources, not only financial, but resources that organizations need to help them get through whatever they're facing. Who knew that we'd be facing this? This is not something we anticipated. I can get you through a board that's difficult. I can get you through a fundraising challenge. I've been doing a lot of educating myself on crisis management, which, we had a little background in, but really never to this degree. So, and there are experts around the community that really have a good handle on what's going on. And we've tapped into so many of them and given free presentations. We have a mindfulness thing. If folks just need a break, at 10 o'clock this morning, you can have a mindfulness break with us. Thursday morning, we're doing a webinar on financial planning, forecasting in this environment. And they're all free webinars. So we've been doing those kinds of things to help organizations through. And we completely, in 7 weeks, blew up 6 months of planning for the Great Give.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
So, Jackie, when people get to you, by the time when people sort of say, "Listen, I want to be a part of this Great Give thing," this year more than any other time, I think this money will make or break some of these organizations in this community. I mean, that's real talk. Some of these organizations are already threadbare, and so today helps them sort of at least sustain themselves for a period of time so they can get back on level ground. So talk to the people about why it's important to, if there's an organization out there that you love and you want to see thrive, you got to come out your pocketbook and support.
Yeah. And, today's the day, tomorrow's the day, anytime's the time. but doing it through the Great Give, there's matching money, there are prizes, there are incentives, and it's part of being sort of that community group coming together that will really make a difference. Organizations need to get through to the other side of this.
Yes.
Now, we see a lot of the basic needs organizations, the food organizations, the healthcare organizations, the childcare organizations out there on the front line doing amazing work. And folks are really stepping up to make sure that they have the resources they need. They don't, they need more, but folks are being very generous, especially around those organizations. But I'll tell you what, there are arts organizations and environmental organizations and elder care and youth serving organizations that are on pause right now. They're important to us. We want them there on the other side. And they don't have that frontline visibility of being important right now, but they are critical. I mean, think about what you do with a parent who goes to adult daycare, or a child who goes to daycare, or an after school program so they don't go home alone after school. Think about what has sustained you through this. Watching movies, videos, taking gallery tours, the virtual things, listening to music. Those artists are wanting and hurting now too. So we need to support those organizations that are on the front line and those that are not, because we want them all when we're done.
You know, I will say this for Tasha and Jackie. If there is a silver lining in all of this, and I dare say it's difficult to look at, that this moment in time shows us how much we need each other and how connected we all are. So if people are sitting thinking, I don't see the purpose of arts. Well, when you're shuttered in with little kids, or you're shuttered in and you need to do some things, the arts community has stepped up and provided reading for children online and stories. You can catch good concerts. So we are reminded daily in this COVID thing that we need each other. We need the folks that do the soup kitchens, just like we need the artists that are painting and singing and dancing and putting on plays, that we all need each other. And I think that's the prevailing message for me. So what are some of the things you're going to be doing all day today to encourage people to keep giving? I mean, you're here this morning, but you all have a whole digital platform yourselves. What kinds of things are you going to be doing to like shake the tree?
Well, we have some incentives throughout the day, prizes, challenges and matches. There are lots of organizations that have their own, but we just finished the early bird hour. So 8 to 9 in the first hour. We just finished those. Ratasha, I sent you the email. I don't know if you've already announced it or not.
No, not yet.
Okay. So we just awarded our first round of prizes. So $1,000 is going to each of these organizations: LEAP, Masters Mana, Children's Preschool, Horizons at Foot, and the Housatonic Council Boy Scouts.
Congrats.
Oh,
So
congratulations.
that means at least one person gave them a gift in the hour between 8 and 9.
Oh,
Now,
that's great.
it could be that lots of people gave them gifts. It could be that just one, but somehow they bubbled up to the top of the list, and that's how they got chosen. They were randomly chosen because they showed up, they got a gift. We're going to do that again at lunchtime. We're going to do that again at happy hour. And we're going to do it tomorrow, early bird 8 to 9, lunch 12 to 2, happy hour 5 to 7. Now tonight, Cinco de Mayo, get your margarita, get your credit card, go to the site and give little gifts to as many organizations as you can, just to put them in the running. You know, it doesn't have to be a big gift. It can be any gift can bubble up to the top. We're never sure what it's going to be. And then if you don't sleep well.
That's a good point, Jackie.
Yeah. Yeah. It's what this is. It's about coming together. That's why our mascot is an acorn. It's a little thing that makes big things grow.
Yeah.
So a little gift combined with 18,000 other little gifts can make big things grow for these organizations.
Those little gifts turn into big things because we have just hit $800,000, ladies.
Woo!
Woo!
Whoa!
So
Already? At 9 o'clock in the morning?
we're
Yeah.
very
Oh, y'all gonna surpass your $2 million goal.
Oh yeah. Well, Babs, part of that was because we opened up early. We saw the need for some organizations that they needed immediate cash. And although our event is May 5th and 6th, we opened up the platform on April 6th. very passively. We weren't going to drive donors there for a month. The event is today and tomorrow. But if an organization needed to raise money really fast because they needed money to stay alive, we gave them the platform to do that. They could use all the tools, they could reach out to people, get the money in, get the money to them right away, and use that. So a lot of organizations started raising money on April 6th. Not everyone, but some.
Okay.
And we're actually keeping it open without any prizes, without any matches. When it closes on May 6th, well, it'll be open till May 31st. So people can still give. This is when they're going to earn the matches and the prizes and all the fun, but it's still there, and it exists for organizations maybe who couldn't do it for some reason on these 2 days, or who have a continued need. Lots of organizations have set up peer-to-peer fundraisers. They have people out there stumping on their behalf to raise money. If those individual fundraisers don't make their goal, they're going to continue and still reach out to their networks to get that money in. So I want to talk about one other prize that we didn't get to talk about. Two other prizes we'll talk about. There is an insomnia prize for those of us who are not sleeping well. It will be a random draw for one organization that gets a gift between 2 and 4 in the morning.
Wow.
So if you're up doing your reading and you've got your credit card out, make a few gifts, make somebody happy, and give them a chance. And then we also have a prize for the gift closest to midnight. So you have to time it real carefully, because it has to hit our bank or the bank, not the time of your receipt, but the time that it hits the bank. It has to be midnight. And I will tell you, every year we have a couple of people who give gift after gift after gift until like 1 minute before and 1 minute after 12, $5. But it's fun. It's fun to, maybe be the right one.
I want you to impress upon the fact that, Jackie and Ratasha, that you do not have to be rich to be philanthropic. You don't have to be rich to give. That this is not just for people of means, that regular, everyday, ordinary people can give and give to their ability. If you don't have to be a person that could give $1,000. You might be that person that could give $10 or $5 or $20 or $30. Because I want people to understand that you can give. You don't have to think that you're a baller and just like, oh, I don't have $5,000 to like throw out there. Tell people, no amount is too small.
I think Jackie summed it up well earlier. All of the small gifts add up. Again, we just hit $800,000. The smallest gift you can give is $5. And Jackie just said earlier, you'll get gifts throughout the day of $5 here, $5 there to the different nonprofits. Every dollar counts in this giving event. And again, the nonprofits need you. So if 5 is what you can give, they'll appreciate it.
And Babs, we have a match. The Community Foundation for Greater New Haven has a $100,000 match pool. The Valley Community Foundation has a $20,000 match pool. And many of our sponsors, Bank of America, Liberty Bank,
New Alliance, Griswold,
Griswold Home Care, they are all doing matches based on the number of donors. So unique donors. So if Babs gave 5 times to one organization, you're still only one person. But if Babs and Ratasha and Jackie gave, that's 3 people giving. They're going to earn 3 parts of the match. So
wow.
It's based on number of donors, on that $100,000 for all donors, $20,000 for those who live or work in the Valley. And then there are matches on organizations that our sponsors have given us through different causes. Wow. So Key Bank is doing women and children. Griswold Home Care is doing elderly services. New Alliance is doing literacy. Bank of America is doing arts. So there are matches above and beyond the Community Foundation's match that is all done by number of donors. So $5 and $10 donor is going to mean more to an organization than $5 or $10.
Okay. Well, thank you all so much. Ratasha Smith, I love you. Jackie Downing, I adore you. I'm so excited that you all are out the gate with $800,000. This is going to be an amazing thing. Thank you for kicking off the day with me. I'm looking forward to being here tomorrow morning and seeing how this goes and talking to all these nonprofits and encouraging them to sort of be great and to continue to do this work. So thank y'all.
Thank you.
for having us.
Have fun. Watch the leaderboard.
Yes, I can't wait to see it. And
Okay.
so, thank you, Harry. So the next up, I have Tammy Jackson from the Executive Director of Literacy Volunteers. So I'm going to be talking to her next. So
She's going
Okay.
to a literacy match. Thank
thank
you.
y'all.
Bye.
Yes. Community Foundation for Greater New Haven.
Hi, this is Babs Rawls Ivy from New Haven, Connecticut, and you're listening to WNH